The San Francisco 49ers have a charged rivalry with the Seattle Seahawks, one that fans hold dear and players circle on their calendars. Last season, the 49ers suffered two of their most painful defeats at the hands of their NFC West foes, making the anticipation for their next encounter palpable. But for defensive lineman Osa Odighizuwa, the game that truly has his attention is not against Seattle, it's the one against the Dallas Cowboys, the team that traded him. In an exclusive interview on the Richard Sherman podcast, Odighizuwa opened up about his surprising transition from the Cowboys to the 49ers after signing an $80 million extension. He didn't just leave Dallas. He was thrust into a heated rivalry, and when he talks about the Cowboys, you can feel the intensity. This is a game that, for a long time, it's the game that you got a picture on a dartboard, and you're throwing the knife at the picture, he said, emphasizing the emotional weight this matchup holds for him. The energy remains the same, he insists, but now he's on the other side of the field, ready to unleash that fury. For Odighizuwa, this isn't just another game, it's personal. He wasn't just a player being moved around the league. He was a member of the Cowboys organization who genuinely believed he would be with them for the foreseeable future. The abrupt trade to a rival team adds layers to his motivation. While he'll undoubtedly feel the rivalry's heat, it's the betrayal of being traded that will fuel his fire. Expect him to bring an edge to the game that only a player in his position can muster. He is not just playing for a team, he's playing for personal vindication. This sentiment parallels the situation of linebacker Dre Greenlaw, who was cut by the Denver Broncos, a decision that highlighted the business side of football over player loyalty. They could have retained him, but the Broncos chose to prioritize cap savings. Both players will enter their respective games with something to prove, and the stakes are as high as ever. As we look ahead to Week 10, keep an eye on Odighizuwa. His motivation will be palpable, and the intensity of his performance could very well dictate the outcome of that pivotal matchup against the Cowboys. He's not just playing for the 49ers, he's playing to show Dallas what they lost. Moving along, there's another angle to explore regarding the 49ers that could shift the dynamics of their season. It's shaping up to be an intriguing season for the San Francisco 49ers, particularly when we look at the rookie class and the potential impact they could have down the line. While it's tough to imagine more than a handful of these newcomers making a significant mark in 2026, there's one name that stands out above the rest: Texas Tech edge rusher Romello Height. This is a player who could redefine the rookie narrative for San Francisco, and fans are eager to see how it unfolds. Now, before we dive deeper into Height's potential, let's talk about the context. The 49ers have historically been cautious in their approach to rookie integration, and 2024 was an exception rather than the norm, largely due to a spate of injuries. This history makes it all the more compelling to discuss Height, especially considering that he has the chance to contribute immediately in a way that others in this class simply won't. Take Ole Miss wide receiver Dazon Stribling, for instance, selected at number 33 overall. While his talent is undeniable, he finds himself behind established names like Mike Evans and Ricky Pearsall. His route-running limitations further constrain his usage, dampening expectations for a substantial contribution in 2026. Similarly, running back Kalen Black is likely to serve in a rotational role unless, heaven forbid, Christian McCaffrey suffers another injury. It's clear that the opportunities for impact are limited for these players, but Height's situation is decidedly different. Height's role is already defined for him. He's stepping into the shoes of the retired Bryce Huff as a pass-rushing specialist. It's important to clarify that he won't be a three-down player. His effectiveness is maximized on passing downs, similar to how Dee Ford was utilized back in 2019. This strategy aligns perfectly with Height's skill set as a speed and finesse rusher, and it's a role that the coaching staff envisions fitting him like a glove. Although his snaps will be limited due to the nature of his position, the impact he can have in those moments is crucial. Edge rushers, especially those who can capitalize on limited opportunities, have the potential to change the momentum of a game. Picture this. Height could very well rack up 5 sacks next season. And if those sacks come in clutch moments, he'll carve out a reputation as a closer, something that every team covets. The numbers tell part of the story, but it's the timing and context of those plays that truly matter. If 4 of Height's sacks come during pivotal moments in the game, not only will he make a name for himself, but he'll also be a significant asset for the 49ers. Quality over quantity is the key mantra here. In a team that tends to avoid relying heavily on rookies, Height's ability to shine in limited snaps could be the linchpin that elevates this rookie class. Looking ahead, Height's opportunity to rush opposite Nick Bosa and alongside Osa Odighizuwa in the middle presents an exciting dynamic. The 49ers' defensive scheme is designed to maximize the talents of its pass rushers, and with Bosa drawing attention from offensive lines, Height has a golden opportunity to make a statement. If he can avoid blunders during training camp and the preseason, it would be surprising if he doesn't seize this moment to thrive. As we continue to watch the developments in the 49ers' training camp and preseason, the spotlight will undoubtedly be on Height. Fans should keep an eye on how he adapts and capitalizes on his role. Will he step up and become the impactful rookie that the team needs? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure, there's a palpable excitement surrounding his potential. Let's keep this conversation going as we turn our attention to the next segment and explore more about the 49ers roster and what lies ahead for this promising season.
As we dive deeper into the heart of the San Francisco 49ers' upcoming clash against the Los Angeles Rams in Australia, we need to consider the implications of this matchup. It isn't just another game. It's a defining moment that could set the tone for the entire season. The NFL doesn't just hand out global spotlight games to any franchise. The 49ers have been chosen for this prestigious slot because they're a team that commands attention, and possibly because the Rams put in a request for this particular matchup. The stakes are elevated even further by the fact that they'll be facing a division rival. Now, imagine this. The 49ers storm into Australia, showcasing a dominant performance on primetime television. Such a display could shift the entire narrative surrounding the team overnight. The skepticism about their Super Bowl aspirations would dissipate as quickly as it emerged. Fans and analysts alike would be forced to recalibrate their expectations. However, the other side of the coin is equally daunting. A loss? That would send shockwaves through the fan base and the league. Suddenly, the questions would resurface. Brock Purdy's ability to lead the offense would be scrutinized, the defensive cohesion would come under fire, and doubts about the team's capability to contend for a championship would reignite. This game is not just pivotal, it's essential. And let's not overlook the unique challenges posed by traveling to Australia. This isn't your typical road trip. The logistics of the journey, from adjusting body clocks to managing recovery, will test the team's resilience. The squad that adapts mentally the quickest to these conditions is likely to emerge victorious. This is where the importance of veteran leadership cannot be overstated. Players like Trent Williams, Fred Warner, George Kittle, and Christian McCaffrey must rally the troops and keep everyone focused on the singular goal, beating the Rams. Now, under immense scrutiny is Brock Purdy. Fair or unfair, the narrative surrounding him is fraught with pressure. As the season opener unfolds on an international stage, he has a golden opportunity to silence his critics. If Purdy comes out firing on all cylinders, especially with a formidable target like Mike Evans to stretch the defense, this offense could prove to be more explosive than anyone anticipates. But this opener transcends the realm of football. It encapsulates pressure, branding, and legacy. The 49ers find themselves at a crossroads. They can either make a bold statement that resounds throughout the league or spend the rest of the season chasing answers to lingering questions. So I ask you, where are you watching from? What are your thoughts on this pivotal matchup? As we gear up for what promises to be a thrilling contest, let's keep the conversation alive. Subscribe for the latest news and share your opinions about the San Francisco 49ers. This is a defining moment in their journey, and we'll be here to dissect every play, every decision, and every moment that shapes their season.